Think we're good? Yep. All right. So we got the Banlist discussion. New Banlist out. We're also live on Twitch. Twitch.tv. What is it? Twitch.tv forward slash. Then the name, right? Is that how the Twitch?
TR Pokecrafter02.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the name. Okay, yeah. So twitch.tv forward slash TR Pokecrafter02. Just ignore the Pokemon in the background. We're doing mindless grinding. And I just want to get it finished. So, new Banlist has come out. I think me and Troy are both in the consensus of this is a good ban list. I know I am.
Yeah,
We'll
of
get
course.
there.
This is
So,
really one. This is a really good one.
for the Forbidden section here, Mega Fennebeast or Auroradon. I don't know how to say this card's name. I'm glad I don't have to. I'm just so glad I don't have to say this card's name because fuck this card. Yeah, so Auroradon is gone. Prank Kids is gone and Anaconda's gone. Anaconda, thank fuck. Auroradon, yes please. Prank Kids, I mean Prank Kids is a really good deck, but damn, this is really killing the deck. Then again,
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that they would go out of their way to ban Meow Meow Moo after limiting it a couple months ago.
Yeah. It's just like one of these things where Prank Kids is one of those decks where it has so much consistency in the sense that it can just do the things it does because if it just has a Prank Kids monsters, it's good. It's good to go, and it's just gonna do what it does. So this is realistically the only way you can go about dealing with it, sadly. But I'm sure people will try to make it work. Nevertheless. Verde Anaconda. What needs to be said? It's fucking Verde Anaconda. Nobody likes this card.
Yeah, Verde Anaconda is basically a way to get a fusion spell into the graveyard in order to activate it from
It
the
is
deck.
literally just free fusion summon of, oh, my board got destroyed, but I at least have one monster on the field. Cool. Here's a Dragoon or DPE that you have no fucking way of dealing with. And you just used all your resources getting rid of my board for. Have fun, fucker.
Fuck this card, bro.
Yeah, fuck this card. So I'm so happy to see this card in the ban list. Granted, people are going to run Dragoon and DPE, but it's just now like very less consistent now because they have to draw the fusion spell or whatever, and that goes for the chance of them drawing like the actual monsters needed, which would just make them brick more. So that's always good. Auroradon, it's the Auroradon combo with Hakifibrax and shit.
Yep. House
Ever since Hakifibrax came into the game, they sat there, they banned Jet Synchron, they banned this card, they banned that. No, the source of the problem was always Auroradon. Everyone wants to point to other cards. No, it's Auroradon. Auroradon keeps it going and gives you the materials to finish the combo. That's the card you need to hit. I've said it,
and they did.
It's true. They finally hit the card that needed to be hit.
It was also a cheap way to get Baron DeFleur on the field, especially if you have Despot 001 in rotation in the graveyard.
It was just so abusable. And then next here we got the limited section. The first card on there. I actually want to pay attention to the game now. I have Synchrons. I have them at full power. I am happy. I am a happy man. I have my Jet Synchron back. My child is free from jail, and I cannot be happier. What is your opinions on this? As somebody that doesn't play Synchrons, what is your opinions on Jet Synchron being at 1?
No, I'm happy for you, especially considering you haven't gotten to play full power Synchrons in over 2 years now, or almost 2 years.
Well, technically, they never were full powers at the time. Just now that they are full power, because of it.
Yeah. I mean, technically, full power would be having 3. Actually, never mind.
No, you don't run 3.
You probably don't want to run 3.
No, yeah, you just run 1. It's full power now because we have the stuff from Dawn of Majesty. That really helped out. And just made Synchron's really good now.
Next one on the list is Red Rose Dragon. I don't know why this is here.
I mean, it's one of those things that, like, yeah, it's annoying. And, like, a lot of combos have just, sort of like, what do you call it? A lot of just decks have abused this and shit like that with, like, the Aurora Dawn and Hake Fibrax combos with shooting Riser Dragon and stuff, so.
Yeah, 60 card pile. I know 60 card pile has been abusing this.
Yeah, so, I mean, having it at 1 is nice. It does sort of, like, put a control status on there and get this nice and controlled. So that's a thing.
Yatagarasu Limited.
Yay! It's free. Doesn't really matter, but it's free. Because this. So back in the day, yeah, this card was powerful because it was a matter of just having advantage and just cards in hand to outvalue your opponent. Sure. But nowadays, it's not about that. It's all about what's on the board and what's in your graveyard and what can you do to continue and just strengthen your board state. That's just what this game has turned into. So, that's a card that's not really going to impact things. Christian Hakafibrax. I mean, personally, it should have been banned, but having it at 1 is nice, just because the decks that do run it, I've actually been seeing this recently, was a lot of decks were running it at 2. So it's just one of those things where it's like now they have to run it at 1 so that they do the combo once, and if it gets like disrupted and the board state gets broken, then it will just be just fine. Because they could just make the second one and just remake that board state. But now they have to just rely on that first one to make the board state, which is pretty nice. Perform Pal Monkey Board. I mean, every other YouTuber has said it best, and it's just going to get repeated. As long as it's not Electromite, every Pendulum card can literally come off the ban list, and it doesn't matter. As sad as it is, because it's fun playing Pendulums.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, it's something, but at the same time, it's not going to be too impactful.
Yeah.
I want it to be, because that'd be funny. I want Triff to make the comeback with Pendulums, though. I want to see that shit. That shit would be funny.
Shooting Riser Dragon. This is another card that's been used in a combo.
This is essentially This is essentially Hacker Fibrax, but people don't run it at 2. People just run it at 1. So this literally doesn't do anything. So this is funny, haha. This is just a little, like comedic relief on the ban list. Because this being at 1 does nothing. Like in Synchrons, you run it at 1. You just run this card and any deck that's played at 1. No other deck wants to use this at 2. It has one job in the combo. It does its job and then it's done. Goes home and bangs his wife. Simple as that. Let's see.
Change of Heart.
Oh yeah, Change of Heart. You said you wanted to wait when we were talking personally, and you wanted to say something about this. So go for it. You have the floor.
I do not like the limit of Change of Heart. Here's why. Change of Heart is basically a better mind control. The difference between the two, obviously, if you've read both of their effects, is the one monster you take for a mind control can't attack. The one you take with Change of Heart can attack.
I will make a counter argument to this, and that I actually think, in my personal opinion, I think this card could theoretically come to 3. For the sole reason that it says target one monster. If it said just take control of a monster, then yeah, no, I would not be against. I would be against this card. but it just says
Okay.
target one. So I'm like, that doesn't really matter because it says target. People don't usually like to run target cards, just because a lot of cards have protection from targeting.
Yeah, the main thing that I was thinking of is in a format where uh cards like Dark Ruler No More and Forbidden Droplet are in the format. If your opponent has a huge B stick and you activate uh freaking Dark Ruler No More, you can just easily take it.
Yeah.
And of course you could just like attribute it for a Link summon.
Yeah, you can do that. But honestly, just because it says target, I don't see this being a huge issue in like the meta and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's a card that's definitely gonna be side deck. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, of course.
Like I'm even
It's
gonna
like
side
mind
deck it.
control.
Yeah, like my control saw some side decking and like a couple decks here and there, but I feel like this is the deck like Red Reboot and Call by the Grave that everyone's just gonna side deck just for the fuck of it. Yeah, it's a one of, but if you draw it, it can potentially do something. So
I
it
was
it
thinking,
does have its uses.
I was thinking it was like Pokemon, right? When you have evolutions,
Yeah,
at first it would be mind controlled, then it would be change of heart, then it would be snatch steal.
the Snatch 2 also say target. I think it does.
Let me check real quick.
I literally looking it up. I had looked up change of heart there because I forgot to look up the
No,
effect.
equip only to a monster your opponent controls. Take
Hold on, I
control of the
need
equipped
ups.
monster.
Yeah, that's technically not targeting. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
See, Snatch 2 would be a bigger issue just because it's not targeting.
yeah, obviously.
So yeah, change of heart, in my opinion, not a huge deal. It's gonna be side deck, but that's just because one, it's just change of heart. Why would you not side deck change of heart? It's a classic Yu-Gi-Oh card. We get to use it. So yeah, Time
And
Seal.
yeah,
This
time
is
seal.
this is literally Yatagarasu. Broken back in the
Yeah,
day. Nowadays, it doesn't do anything. Really, drawing things doesn't matter when you, unless it's like you don't have any cards or like any cards in hand or any cards in the graveyard. Then this is like, yeah, this is kind of impactful, but at the same time, that situation is never gonna happen, and it's a trap card, so it's not a
yeah.
huge deal.
Time seal is basically a very bad version of
It's a
Yatagarasu.
worse version of Yatagarasu, yeah. All right,
Also, interestingly enough, Yatagarasu is the one card in this ban list that has been here like the longest.
yeah. Witch of the Black Forest got released, and now this one, now Yatagarasu. So it's nice seeing them take off these old cards that just don't matter, because then all the Yugi boomers and stuff that play during DM format can reminisce about their cards and stuff and actually get to use them.
Yeah.
So it keeps people happy. So semi-limited. This is literally, as a lot of people put it, Konami's control center. This is where let's put this here as a test, and if things go well, we'll just release it. This is sort of them putting like a little like tracking and like control collar on like an animal, and just seeing how it reacts to the environment, and if it's okay, they'll release it. So we have Dynomite Knight, the True Draco Fighter. So this is a card that I talked about in my video when I went over this at work. I actually don't know what the fuck this card is.
You don't? You want me to read it
Nope.
off to you?
I'm looking it up right now. I literally just need to see the icon on it.
Basically
I know
you
what it is. Okay.
contribute
No, I know what it is
yeah,
now.
you contribute a continuous spell or trap to special summon it or a normal
Yeah.
summon it, sorry.
Well,
And
that's
instead
all
of
the
using
Dracos.
one monster.
That's all the true Dracos. What is its other effect? What does this one do? It added true Draco spawn trap when your opponent activated a card
Yeah,
or
or
effect.
yeah, either activate or
So it was
animate.
just a really good searcher and generic searcher that just needed to activate with your opponent just doing something. This is at 2. It doesn't matter. It's like the people that like to play true Dracos and stuff, they're gonna be happy about this, but it's just one of those things where it's not gonna like impact the meta in like a negative way. So this is fine. This is a fine card. Perfectly fine to be on the semi-limited. It's not gonna hurt anything. Let's see.
Cyber Angel Benton.
In my personal opinion, I don't like this just because don't enable Drytrons, please.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't
I'm the
enable
same
Drytrons.
way. I'm the same way. It's bad enough that we got rid of Eva. It's bad enough that friggin' Herald of Ultimateness is still here. We don't need to bring that.
It's just like please, please Konami, please stop enabling Drytrons. Let them die. Fuck Drytrons. I'm so sick of Drytrons. It was one of those decks that when it first released, it looked interesting, and just like an under the radar deck, and I was like, yeah, I want to try it. That looks fun. Now it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't want this. I don't want this in my sight.
Arguably, they hit Prank Kids way harder than they hit Drytron.
Yeah, I mean they hit Prank Kids worse than any deck. Just for the
especially when you have a Link 1 in rotation. You don't have the Link 1 anymore. All of a sudden,
just because like for Prank Kids, it's you need that card because that card just enables every combo you do in that deck, and without that, you ain't doing shit. It was like really good for the deck, but at the same time, it did make it broken, in a sense.
Yeah,
it was like too much advantage.
Fire Formation Tanky. I'm actually okay with this.
I don't know how to feel about this because in TCG we still have Tri Brigades and Zodiacs and the Lireless stuff. I know this can't search Lireless stuff, but it does help the side engines that Lireless use. So it's just in my opinion, it can be bad and it can do a lot of harm, but for now, I guess it's fine.
It's just depending on how much people will abuse it.
It's just depending on if the Tri Brigade players and the people that play the shit that abuse this card, like they smell the blood in the water. We don't need that shit. So hopefully this card does not cause decks to be broken again, because this is a very powerful card. So I gotta be careful with it. I think 2. If it doesn't get broken, 2 is fine. If it's not being abused and stuff, then yeah, 2 is perfectly fine. It could be at 2. Let's see what else is on here. Trickstar Light Stage. Everyone forgot you were on the ban list. It's about damn time that this card got off the ban list. I don't know why I was on the ban list for so long. It didn't need to be. Trickstars were good when they came out and coded the Duelist. And for like the couple of first sets there. And then they suck. So yeah.
If anything, they're more consistent with the
so for the 2 hardcore Trickstar players out there, you can rejoice. Alright, now you can stop rejoicing. It's just getting annoying. Next we got Wall of Reviewing Light.
You skipped Pot of Desires there.
Did I? Oh, it's Pot of Desires. Who cares? Why is it at 2? Why does it need to be touched?
Yeah, I agree.
I think like the only decks that actually care about this card are like that can like fully abuse this card is like Sword Soul or something. So, if anything, they need to hit Sword Soul, not this. It's just one of those things of, it's just a meme of like limited to 1 of like there now you can't desires and draw desires forehead. But yeah, I don't know
Well,
why this
revealing
is at
light
2.
to 2. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead.
A wall of revealing light to 2. Uh,
Doesn't do anything. Broken card back in the day. Same thing with like Yatagarasu and Time Seal. Back in the day, broken. Nowadays, nobody's gonna care.
yeah, rarely anyone plays this. The only deck I can see where someone will play this is in a true Draco, because
Possibly.
it's a continuous trap.
Yeah, possibly they'll play it, but doesn't really do anything. Let's see, and then finally we have the Unlimits. This is a pretty good section. Um, kind of impactful cards here. Night Assailant. This should have come off the ban list ages ago when it got its errata. I got its errata. Nobody's playing it, so he came off the ban list. About time. Enough said. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Again, back in the day, broken. Nowadays, nobody's using it. It's not that powerful above 1, and you're not even going to play more than 1 if you do play any. I don't know. I don't know if ice barriers play it. They play more than 1, so if they do, then they can rejoice. If not, whatever. What's next? Salmon Mirage Stalio. I mean, it's nice that it came off the ban list, but just like it could just stay at 1 or whatever. It doesn't need to be at 2 or 3. Because realistically, you're not playing this at 2 or 3. Just because you play it once for the small effect of special something from the deck, and that's really it. That's all it's good for. But you can't really do much after that. So, yeah, there's no need to put it at 3. I mean, it's nice, but just, it doesn't really do anything at 3. You're only playing that 1. A Hero Lives. Yes, a Hero Lives is at 3, and heroes can rejoice. Alright, shut the fuck up, MBT. Quit rejoicing. So, this is just like, eh. I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong. This is like a much more consistent card for heroes, and it makes heroes nicer now. But, yeah. There's just a lot of things that they have, I think, that really... This just makes... It's sort of like Salmon where this just makes it, like, more consistent, and that's just it. It's not going to break the deck or anything. It just helps out the deck. Let's see, what's next? Circle. Let's go. Circle's a 3. This makes Salmon at full consistency power that it used to be. So, for those that hate Salmon when they were at the fullest power of consistency, well, guess what? They're now back there. And they will probably see rogue levels of success, and that's it. Just because nowadays Salmon can't really do what they used to do, just because how the meta has changed. Let's see. You have anything to say about some of the cards that have been said? You've been quiet.
Nah, I pretty much agree with everything you've been saying here.
Yeah. And Scapegoat. That's okay. I mean,
Yeah, I don't
think
see
a lot of
issues.
I think like a lot of cards can use it to like do like little link combos and stuff. And these table 500 decks can probably use it, but that's about it. I don't see this card being as impactful as it used to be. When Link Summoning first came out, and that was the only way you could win, was just using the Link Summoning mechanic. So yeah, this was the whole ban list. Personally for me, I wish they would hit like adventurers and stuff, and as fun as it is, and the fact that I do have the deck, I wish they would hit branded stuff as well, because I will admit, it's fun, it's nice. There's a lot of branded cards in the deck that are just like, bro, it needs to get a little control check. I will admit, it's a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, especially Mirror Jade. I almost said Myriad.
No, Mirror Jade's not really the problem. It's just the cards that allow you to get to Mirror Jade. A lot of those cards are the problem.
Yeah, like
It's sort of suffering from the Salmon syndrome of it's really consistent. And that's what makes it really good. It's just consistency. That it could just do the things it wants to do, like every game, without any trouble. Yeah. Would have loved to see adventurer shit. Would have loved to see branded shit. Personally, just for me, just because I fucking hate adventurers. I hate them so much. Please, Konami, get rid of adventurers. They're the worst thing that happened to this fucking game.
The main issue with taking out Brandon is because they've only been out a month.
Yeah. I don't expect
A
those.
month and 2 days to be exact.
Realistically, they should get hit next ban list, but that's probably not going to happen.
It's Konami. You never know what to expect.
Yeah, true. They did bring back Jack Synchron, so you never know what to expect.
One of these days, I might just put Gale the Whirlwind to 1.
Nah. The way a lot of
I,
things been going
I
on.
said that years ago. It's Konami. They might just do some random shit like put freaking Gale to 1.
Yeah. That one, I want to put them past that. They're weird. They don't. They like when COVID started, they just become like very weird with just how the ban lists have been going and stuff. So, you have any final words?
One other note I wanted to bring up regarding a Jet Synchron. As much as I don't like playing against Synchrons, I am glad that they brought it back.
Yes.
It's been in Konami Purgatory for too long. It needs to stay out.
That was never the problem card. It was only a victim. The problem card was hit. Or Dawn. So now all these things that the Jet Synchron, quote unquote combos that it enables are gone now because we don't have a Rordon. So everything's been fixed. Honestly, they could have brought Mecha Fan the Beast Lion back. That wouldn't have really changed anything just because Auroradon's gone. You have Link Cross and Auroradon gone now. The Jet Synchron combo that Elich did it's fixed. It's no longer around. So that's nice. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Remember that I try to stream every night during the weekdays of mostly Tuesday through Friday. I try to get the Monday, Saturday, and Sunday in, but it's if. Yeah, you can catch these on twitch.tv/PokerGrad. Oh, sorry. TR PokerGrad02. I forgot I had to make that my Twitch name.
Yeah.
So anyways, y'all take care. Peace.
Peace.